In the 1980s, a hero rose from plastic and imagination. A warrior with impossible strength and a sword of power, with a battle cry that echoed through the generations. But decades later, that power faces a new challenge. A new film, new audiences, and a question that refuses to go away. Will He-Man succeed or fail again? He-Man didn't start as a story. He started as a product.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
Here's He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together.
You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
In the 1980s, toy companies were searching for the next big thing. What they created wasn't just a toy, wasn't just a hero, it was a universe. Eternia, Skeletor, Castle Grayskull. But here's the unusual part. The toys came first before the cartoon. Instead of adapting a story to sell merchandise, they created the story to sell the merchandise. And it worked.
And the Masters of the Universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia and defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!"
The animated series became a cultural phenomenon. Kids didn't just want to be He-Man, they believed in him. In fact, when I finished school, the first cartoon I turned on was He-Man. I never bought the toys, I have to say, but He-Man the cartoon was a big part of my childhood.
Thank you all. You've been away from humanity for a long time, Cambro. There are still many of us who judge a person by his appearance. But we're learning not to. Perhaps from the example of your intelligence and courage, more will learn.
Decades later, something strange happened. He-Man came back, but not through the official channels, through the fans. Fan dubs, which were fans voicing over episodes of the series, they created something new, something surreal, chaotic, and pretty funny.
You're right, it does look like a penis. But if anyone else mentions that this looks even slightly like a phallic symbol, I'll hit them on the head with my hammock staff. Well, He-Man. You took slightly longer than I was expecting.
That's what she said.
What?
Nothing, it's a private joke.
I can't believe you got a "that's what she said" in there. Looks like you gotta suck me off for a week, Orko.
Aw, shit.
Characters said things they were never meant to say, and scenes took on a whole new meaning. And somehow this kept He-Man alive. But this also changed how the audiences saw him. He wasn't a hero anymore, he's becoming a meme. In 1987, Hollywood attempted their first live-action He-Man film starring Dolph Lundgren. The stakes were high and expectations even higher. He-Man is thought to cost around $22 million to make. Unfortunately, at the box office, it only brought in $17 million. So it didn't just underperform, but it lost money.
Have you assembled the mercenaries?
Here and awaiting your command. I have selected your finest warriors. Blade. Sarad. The Beast Man. and Karg.
Instead of this grand fantasy world that the fans were expecting, most of this film was filmed on Earth. Scripts were rewritten, budgets were cut, and the audiences noticed.
Sign up!
Moving!
Looks like Skeletor got here before us.
It's all clear over here.
I believe you have something that belongs to us.
Well, let me guess. That music gizmo
The
there?
sorceress we found.
Freeze, all of you. Choice, really choice. What is this, a circus act?
The film struggled, critics dismissed it, and He-Man faded away from the cinema screen. Years later, it became a cautionary tale. Now, decades later, He-Man's making a return, promising to do things that the original film couldn't live up to. Bigger budget, a modern audience, and a chance to finally bring Eternia to life. I actually know a lot of people who worked on the new movie. I have friends in the wardrobe department, props, and in construction, building the sets. So I don't want to diss the film too badly, but then again, I want to be grounded and non-biased. So I just want to be fully transparent here. Look, if this film succeeds, or if it fails, it won't be because of the people who made that stuff. It's going to be decided by the people who watched it. Today's audiences are different. Some will remember He-Man as a cultural icon. Some will remember him as a meme, and some won't know him at all. Hero, meme, or relic. Which will the film choose? For this film to succeed, it must do something rare. It must respect the past without being trapped by it. Reintroduce a character without relying on nostalgia. And most importantly, make audiences believe again. So far, as of making this video, they've released 2 trailers. And if I'm really honest, I'm not that impressed. Not by the CGI, and definitely not by Jared Leto's voicing of Skeletor.
But you're too scared to use it.
Homosexual, I believe you humans call it.
The bigger issue for me is this film doesn't feel unique. It feels familiar, almost like it's trying to fit into a formula that audiences have seen so many times. To me, this film screams Thor. Now, when you look at the characters, you've got Idris Elba in this, and his character is very similar to the character he played in Thor. And that's the risk, because if He-Man just blends in, it disappears. He-Man has already failed at the cinema, but failure doesn't mean the end. Sometimes it means the beginning of something new. The question is no longer whether He-Man still has the power. It's whether audiences will still want to believe. But remember, this is just a toy, which was made into a cartoon, which is then made into a film, and now has been made into another film. So, well, it's just a film. Until you look closer. Please like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the algorithm. On my last video, the June video, incredible comments, people who really knew their shit, and it made me look at my own video almost through different eyes. So I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you on the next one.